So we go to this story. It's our lead story this hour. We take you live to Pinetown in Kwazulu-Natal, where the emergency teams have recovered the body of a woman whose car was swept away by floods. She is the latest casualty of the severe weather in that province. Our reporter Mthembu is on the scene for us this morning. Phila, very good morning to you. Tell us about what you can see from your vantage point and also what emergency personnel are telling you about this mission.
Good morning to you, Aldrin. So what you can see behind me, this is the wreckage of the vehicle that was driven by a 54-year-old woman who was swept away whilst trying to cross a bridge, which is about 3 kilometers away from here. We were told that this happened at around 6:30 p.m. yesterday. As you can see, Aldrin, the car is incredibly damaged. Her body was also recovered in the early hours of this morning, submerged underwater. I'm going to give you the scenes of the river shortly, just to give you a sense of the river that she was found in, as well as the car. If you could just see the condition of the car, the tires incredibly damaged. And also over there, Aldrin, we did also see the steering wheel had also fallen off. There's quite a lot of sand over there. It's kind of even hard to identify this vehicle and tell which, brand it actually is because of how destroyed it is. But I'm going to get more information from the paramedics as well, ALS paramedic spokesperson Garrith Jamieson, just to give us a sense of what else do we know at this point. Garrith, thank you so much for your time. We understand the paramedics, the rescue teams were hard at work in the early hours of this morning trying to recover this vehicle. If you could just tell us more information with regards to the circumstances around the incident.
Yes, absolutely. So this was one of 2 vehicles that were reported initially last night with the heavy downpour. However, there was no confirmation at initial. We did get confirmation that one vehicle had gone into the river and was being washed down, as I believe the family member actually phoned from the vehicle. That obviously sparked a wide search. However, the conditions were terrible last night. It was dark. The river behind me, the Phila river, was raging. So it was called off until early hours this morning when people actually caught a visual of the vehicle in the river behind us. So rescuers came with the eThekwini Fire Department and the search and rescue units, and they found the vehicle. And unfortunately, a female was found inside the vehicle still. She had sustained major injuries and was declared deceased on the scene. She was then recovered from the vehicle approximately 4 o'clock this morning.
So how long did it take for her body to be retrieved as well as this vehicle? How bad was the situation?
Well, as you can see by the vehicle, it's absolutely torn apart, and this is as a result of the water. The body was recovered from the vehicle. That, I believe, didn't take too long. However, the recovery of the vehicle, due to where it was quite a complex job for the breakdown operators, and it took approximately 1 to 2 hours to get this vehicle out.
And I also understand that family members were on scene this morning.
Yes, family members are here currently, they're informing us that she actually had phoned her husband and said that she was in the river and she needs help. So it's quite sad. It's not pleasant at all.
All right. And Garrith, how concerning is it? Because we were also told that the bridge that she was swept, into was actually not. This is not the first incident of this nature to happen around this area.
Yeah, definitely. So even the houses behind us, I was chatting to the lady or the owners of the house this morning, and you can see how high this river went. And last night obviously this was closed, but it just shows the infrastructure can't take the actual water flow. And it's not the first vehicle that's gone off, as you said, you're correct. I believe they found vehicles a few years ago just further down by the Stapleton Bridge. So it has happened before as well.
if you could also just reiterate the call of urging motorists to be vigilant, when driving under rainy conditions.
Absolutely. So a weather warning was put out, and we need to take note of that. There was multiple weather warnings noted. So, and also never try to cross low-level bridges. If there's water, people don't underestimate the strength of water. And especially when it's pouring, the strength of that, the speed that the water comes down, you're unable to you don't know the real force of it. We see it as first responders, but people take a chance and cross low-level rivers all over, and the river just carries the vehicle straight down. You can't compete with that.
Thank you so much for your time, Garrith. So, Eldrin, I also want to show you some visuals. I'm going to take you right through to the river where this vehicle was actually pulled out of. So we were told that it was right there in the middle where you can see the water flowing. Eldrin, it took quite some time for the car to be pulled out of here. And also, when you look at the water here, it has subsided, but we were told that last night the levels were incredibly high, and search and rescue team had to wait for the water to kind of reduce in terms of level to subside, so they are also able to enter the river and are also able to pull the vehicle as well as the body out. The road here has been completely closed off. Nobody has access to it except for paramedics as well as search and rescue teams. But we have been also told that she is a 54-year-old pharmacist that had been coming from work when the incident happened last night. Family members incredibly distraught, just trying to come to terms with regards to what unfolded here. We were told she leaves behind two of her children who are incredibly emotional at this point, and rightfully so. Can you imagine for your parents to wake up, leave for work, and only for you to receive utter shock, to receive devastating news that she is no longer making it home, and chances are will come home in a coffin, Eldrin. So her body now has been taken to a mortuary in Pinetown, and further investigations are going to be conducted from there.